become a victim of physical abuse, then she also is going to be indicated because she has not acted as a protector of the child.
So when is it called treatment and then
treatment?
I can see where the foster come in.
Okay, treatment are those cases that we get involved where the children remain in the home.
Okay.
Those are treatment cases.
Okay.
And we get a lot of it, another example that would be sometimes the children come directly into foster care from us, from law enforcement, or might come from DJJ or whatever. We work that case. We think that the children are ready to go back home. We send the children back home, and maybe 2 months later, bam, they're right back. We just had 5 we brought in yesterday afternoon that we've been working with this family, and mom did not act as a protector, and so we had to go back and bring those children back into care. Now, what happens with children that are leaving foster care? We staff those cases to make sure, that things are adequate, that the parents have at the minimum level of acceptable care, which includes living conditions at home. They must have jobs. They must be able to tell us if they're working. Who is going to be providing care for those children when they're not there? Those kinds of things. We don't let any one person make that decision. Those are cases that are staffed. With foster care, there's a treatment worker, there's somebody from assessment, and the program coordinators there. And they have an opportunity to put everything on the table. And if somebody is adamant about, and they can present their case well enough, then the children remain in foster care. But it's a matter of presentation. You got to do your leg work. If you feel strongly enough that, okay, for instance, that DSS wants to send this child home, if you gathered your evidence and you know how to present your data and you present that to us, we don't have any reason not to listen at what you're saying to us if you've done your leg work. And we will sit down and look at you and tell us, okay, mom has not done this, I've been out there, this and that is going on. Then we got to take another look at that. So, okay, why do you feel that way? And then you present us with the facts. Then more than likely the child is not going to go home. Because a lot of times, one of our first things that we do is when we get a child into care, we're always looking at a relative placement, trying to get that child out of foster care. So we do the home studies. The home study has to be staffed by a committee of at least 4 or 5 people. And all of us must approve that and sign off on it. Now, I'm not going to tell you we've always done it perfect, because we have not. We have not. But, through what we get from you and what we do during our investigation, we always look at those situations individually. The worst thing that we can do as an agency is begin to treat every case the same way. Each case has its own little hidden agendas, little things that we don't know about. So you can't, there's a transfer of knowledge. Certain things you're going to learn from one case that you're going to apply to another case. But you can't say, oh yeah, this looks like the same thing, and that's the same kind of case. No, you can't do that. You got to look at it. And our main goal is reunification of children with their parents. That's the main goal, reunification. And we give them a certain time, and if they have not done what they need to do, if these children stay in care 4 to 5 months, they become involved with the foster care review board. And if that doesn't work, at some point within that year, we're looking at termination of parental rights. And that's not an easy step. It's not intended to be an easy step. Because if it was easy, a lot more people would be losing their children. That's a process. When you start termination of parental rights, if there is no family history and you have not terminated mom's or dad's rights on a prior child, you're probably looking at